Driven from their homes by armed invaders, a few hardy refugees faced the prospect of starting again. They would found a new village deep in the countryside.
Yeah, that.
With a new settlement established, the first priority was locating a reliable food source. The simplest source was gathering from nature. With a healthy supply of food, the village could start to grow. To do so, it would need more hands to share the work.
Yeah. Yaru. Hugh Wendy. Gongende. Huh? Ichafara. Yeah. Meta. Huh? Apple.
Queta, Wodo.
Quetta. Yes, Sammy Ende.
Queta.
The new workforce could now turn to the growing village's needs. First, they would build a mill near their food source, so villagers could drop off gathered berries more easily.
Working day.
Next, the growing village would need wood to build with.
Yaru. Voodoo.
The growing community now had a steady supply of lumber. To make wood collection easier, villagers could erect a lumber camp near the forest.
Quetta. Ichafara. Yeah. Work on.
Thanks to the camp, villagers no longer needed to travel as far to drop off lumber. The village now required additional houses to support its growing population.
Yeah. Huh? Working day.
Huh?
Yeah. Working day. Here worked. Cheer lass, Yandri Ende.
With additional housing in place, even more villagers could join the workforce. But a populous village would soon exhaust the natural food sources. To grow, the community needed dedicated farms.
Yeah. Where can?
Yaru.
Dawn.
Work end day. Huh? Work can. Here worked. Yeah. Aos to London.
Woodsmen and farmers now kept the village well supplied. Further growth required knowing the countryside and finding more resources. For that, communities employed scouts.
Hestes. Yes, Sammy and day. Helsa.
Able to move quickly and see great distances, scouts were key to discovering new resources. The most important thing for a scout to locate was a ready source of gold.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah.
To prevent having to haul ore large distances, expanding communities would establish a mining camp near the source of gold.
Quetta. Anrad. Work end day. Read after end day. Quetta. Help end day.
A well-placed camp ensured efficient gold mining.
Huh? Defende.
Huh? Aos to London. Abendende.
Quetta.
With a good supply of gold, the village was becoming a large town. The signpost of this growth would be the construction of a large landmark.
Yeah. Yaru for ending. Yeah. Igor till end. Gathwy. Yeah. Firalda. Workenda. Quetta.
Yeah.
Ha.
Work end day.
Yaru. Working day.
your work.
With the landmark in place, the once sleepy village announced itself as a thriving feudal township. The townsfolk had been driven from their homes before, however. This time, they would defend themselves. The first step would be constructing a barracks for infantry.
That's Shule Beo Timbran. Hestes Commende, Yaru to work. Ikeo Miaselli.
Once it had a barracks, the town could establish a standing force of soldiers. Simple infantrymen armed with spears were a common choice for these militias.
Yes, sir. Garwig, Aknawa. Yarwe. Herat Neodlich. Awendende este.
Here off Hueyata.
Gar.
Gong Dende Nip.
Estes Commende.
Yes, sir. Yarwe. Yes, sir. Yarwe. Garwigan. Yarwe. Yes, sir. Garu Uppa.
The town now had a militia and could look to reclaim the lands lost to invasion. The invaders had blocked the road north with a stout palisade. Although spears were of little use against these walls, the militia could burn down the obstacle with torches.
Tremeth Garu. Kumeth Omna.
Yes, sir. Where's the holler? Yes, they'll fend me.
Garwigan Ascendant. Mid-May. Yerwath Garhura. Astirath Garwigan.
Ridera Yaru. Foliente Hesse.
Yerwath Garwigan. Garwigan 4.
With the road open, the militia could now reclaim their lands in the north. First, the spearmen had to deal with a lone sentry.
Astira Garwigan. Each will. Garwigan Aseta.
Advancing aggressively, the militia eliminated the enemy sentry. The invaders had a small cavalry camp guarding the road, but the militia was ready to attack.
Garu Upa. Mid mig. Garu, Farath, cometh omne. Yes, sir. Forcat viras.
Spears were highly effective against cavalry, allowing the militia to win the day. All that remained was to destroy the invaders' stables. The invaders' cavalry post was destroyed, but other enemy positions awaited further up the road. Hostile archers defended the next camp, which would put spearmen at a disadvantage. The township needed cavalry of its own to deal with this, and so would need to build stables. To deploy that cavalry quickly, the town needed to build their stables near the front lines. Fortunately, friendly villagers came out of hiding and joined the effort.
Very. Wasting no 2 minutes.
Garu uppe!
Cheer up there. That's Shule.
Garu again!
With stables in place, the town could field horsemen of its own.
It's Libyan! Garwigan cometh omne. Astira, Garwigan.
Ja, Vin Hester.
Garu umid mig.
Ja.
Aknawa.
Beod mig. Jored ja.
On Montestrelum!
Ja. Beod mig.
Yilwa, Garwigan, Rick nu!
Vin Hester. Jored Jaru. Vin Hester. Letteth Uskaan.
Yarway, you are. Up with that.
Jaru.
With the team.
Beod mig. Vin Hester.
Eat your worker.
Jored Jaru.
It's only Sally.
It's timber of Theos.
Ja. Jaru. Yerwood.
The town now had a rapid light cavalry, skilled at harassing slower targets, such as archers.
Readeth Aeradus. Städer för Icha folje. Ich hier. You need to do. Hey, Oredas, your way.
The cavalry eliminated the enemy archers and moved on to destroying the archery range itself. The invaders' archers and their camp were destroyed. A final enemy emplacement remained, one fortified with palisades and defended by spearmen. To deal with this target, the town would need longbowmen. First, they needed to build archery ranges in the area regained from the invaders. Once more, friendly villagers arrived to help.
Need to work it. Yes, sir.
Hey, Oredas, your way.
What's her face?
Each brookie that.
Need to work it.
Hey, Ored, Ritanu. Icha willa. You need to do. Rita, failed me. Din hästa, städer fast nu. Jag sadly att hoppa.
Hästes kommente.
With several archery ranges in place, the town could add longbowmen to its forces.
Flamboga är råd. Yes, sir. Omsäkrat.
Sträl
Ja. That sola built heaven.
Flamboga är råd.
Sträl Jaru.
Säkert.
Sträl.
Yes, sir. West Duhala.
Sträl Jaru. Sträl Jaru. Flamboga är råd. Sträl Buse. Beodeth mig. Sträl on Styria. Sträl
Gereth Opa. Yes,
Beodeth mig.
A strong force of archers could eliminate enemy spearmen at a distance, so long as they took the proper position.
Vi följer in det här som. Equilla.
Hey, you Oredas, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Hey, Oredas, Ferath. Hey, Oredas, Hellsborough. You sadly at home. Eat your will.
Strelboren, Järva. On Styriath, Strelboren. Strelboren, Sithe. Abuga, Strelboren. Kurthlich.
Städer fast nu. Hey, Oredas, Ferath.
Järviath.
Poised on a clifftop, the longbowmen would be protected from an infantry charge.
Did I hit? Yes.
The last of the invaders fell to the resurgent homegrown population. Now that their lands were free of enemies, the town could take the next step in its growth and become a powerful medieval city. Here too, the erection of a great landmark would be the signpost of this growth.
Yes, sir. West Duhala. Eat your worker.
Yaru to work. Each timber a theos. What's their faith, eh? Each timber a theos.
What surface, eh? Yes, sir. West Duhala. What surface, eh? Each timbra theos. Yaru to work. Ike on your Sally.
Where a few lowly refugees had founded a small village, now rose a mighty city. From there would grow an empire.